It's 99 JAMZ, Miami's #1 for hip-hop and R&B. One half of the Turn-Up Partners, the North Miami Monster, DJLucky C. Reporting live, man. We checking in on the grind, and I got the honor to be hanging out with somebody that's making major moves right now, man. I got to give this guy all the love, all the respect. Shouts out to young Wylin in the building, man. What's happening, Wal?
All I need is good energy.
Hey, talk to him.
I don't need no negativity around me.
Hey.
You know the vibes.
Hey.
What's up, man?
What's
DJLucky C. What's good, man?
Talk to me, man. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Good to be back in the building. You know, 99 JAMZ. It's a home team. So, yeah, man.
First off, I want to congratulate you on the recent success with Good Energy. Big record, viral record, like you on the Billboard charts, like
everywhere.
Crazy Spotify streams, YouTube, 1 million+ views. Like, Did you envision that success when you were creating that record?
I envisioned, you know, like a good positive message, you know, to put out to the people. I definitely didn't expect, you know, I never go into anything with expectations. Of course, I have that vision of success on everything I do, you know, but it was something different at the time, you know, the message, the whole genre, you know what I mean? It was different putting it out. So it's like, nah, I just had it made me feel good.
Right.
So, you know, now I think that's the shift in the industry right now. It's all about, you know, as far as being a music artist or a songwriter, it's about what makes you feel good. And we all connected. So, like, if I feel some type of way about something, 99% of the other people gonna feel the same way about it as well, you know. So, like, you know, that's how I'm coming with it now. So the new song I just put out, Do It Better, you know, waited on my time, now my time coming, you know, them know me do it better, you know. Right. So it's like, that's for everybody to say, like, anything you could do better, you know, show that, express your talents, you know, showcase your talents, because that's what I did. I was out here doing, you know, just last year, or maybe like a year and a half ago, it was Coast to Coast. Mm-hmm. You know, I was winning the Coast to Coast competitions and stuff like that. And, you know, it's just little things. Like, I run into people everywhere I go. I run into people that I was networking with 2 years ago at these little events. And it's like, as you continue to go outside and you continue to show up, you run into these people, and it's like this cool little thing, this little network you built. You know, it's like, you know what I'm talking about.
I completely understand, because since the year started, I've been on this, like, you gotta just show up every day, like, no matter what. Because I feel like a lot of people get caught up in the, oh, I can never get to this next level because somebody's holding me back. It's nobody holding you back. It might just be you, because you're not giving 100, maybe 110% every day. So I definitely understand.
You got to tap into that certain frequency. Like, you could be doing the work. You just gotta, you know, it don't just, you drop a song, it don't just happen like that. I look at my numbers every day. Like, I look back at when I dropped Good Energy, the first couple months, it was like dead, you know, nothing. Like, you know, I was like, okay, I guess I got to put out another one, you know. And then, you know, by April, May, June, July.
Like spring break time.
Yeah, spring break. You see the numbers start going up, the reels, and people just catch on to it. So it's like, and at the same time, I'm out here working, you know, these construction jobs. I'm working, helping my boy out that does plumbing. You know, I'm getting dirty. I'm digging trenches. Right. Like, in the summertime in Florida. You know,
so you was out here,
no AC,
trying to get it while you trying to work this record, and then out of nowhere, I don't want to say out of nowhere, because I hate to use that phrase when people are pushing the record, because it's never out of nowhere, but it feels like that, because it seems like overnight it's like a switch flips, and then boom, you performing here, you doing this, like, you get a major cosign from, like, artists like Faruko and producers Mafio. How did that come together? Like,
now that whole situation was just a organic, you know, natural thing. You know, somebody has sent me a reel, Faruko, all these celebrities using a song on reels, right? So people send me stuff all the time. Oh, you know, Missy Elliott used the reel, Queen Latifah, you know. big people in the in the world. And one day I get a message, hey, Faruko sent you, Faruko used the song in the reel. And so I was like, I'm not really good with names, you know, so I go to look up, his music, and
he got some
I'm like,
big records.
oh,
Yeah, Pepper,
that's when that song first came out, I remember being in my car. I don't even speak Spanish, and I just be jamming to that song every time they blasted that on the radios to this day. And so I just made a comment on the post that he did with the song. Yo, thank you for using my song, Good Energy. Let's do the Latin remix. I'm like, okay. I threw that out there. Ain't gonna get a response. Right. 10 minutes later, bring. Let's do it. DM me. He sent me his personal phone number. It took a couple weeks to set it up. He was on tour at the time. He came back. We met up at the Bob Marley or the Maestro Marley Cup.
Right. The soccer game family friendly.
Yeah, out in Hollywood. He came straight from his tour to that. And he's good friends with Sonny. Sonny. So Sunny Days. That's what he goes by. So we have a mutual friend that kind of linked us up, to solidify that whole situation. And we got in the studio, and out in Miami, we met up. He's a very humble dude. Shout out to Faruko. I look forward to doing some shows with him this summer. We gonna turn up out here in Miami and elsewhere. But yeah, I remember we had the studio. We ordered churros and tacos. That was like that was the meal in the studio. Churros and tacos,
And that's what set the vibe. Like, got you in the zone.
Churros and tacos, my friend. Yeah.
So you were saying that all these celebrities were using the Good Energy audio for their reels. Like, which celebrities surprised you the most? Like, when you opened up your notification, you was like, oh my God, this person used my song. Who was that celebrity?
I mean, it's a handful of them. I remember one day, like I told you, I was out here working, like, really, really working outside, like getting dirty in the mud, like
out here in the trenches,
me and my coworker at the time was on lunch break. We just finished the job or whatever. We went and got some food, and I'm just on my phone checking stuff, and I see Halle Berry. She on a zip line out in Jamaica somewhere on an island using Good Energy. And I'm like, oh, and my boy is like, yo, why are you working with me right now? Like, you should be out on the island with all these people and making all this money. And I'm like, I know, like, that's coming. That's just how this game works. It takes a little minute to monetize off of that. The system gotta calculate everything and make sure you the person that it's supposed to go to. Right. Check your publishing and all that. You know how it goes.
Yeah, if you get your business together, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
And I had all that together, luckily, so, but it takes time, and while you, and knowing and having that faith in yourself, in your business, and knowing that everything is gonna come together, and at the same time you working and you putting in the grind, and you still on this reality, like, I never got caught up in the whole fame or nothing, like in the clout. Like, to this day, like, I still am just, like, people say I'm humble, whatever you want to call it. Like, it's just because as soon as you could get it, you could lose it doing some dumb stuff. So yeah.
No, that's some word of advice, because I feel like, especially with this new industry now where everybody could become famous online, it's real fast, it's real instant, and you, like you said, you could lose it just that instantly, just by making a foolish decision or being around people you're not supposed to be around, or just not moving how you're supposed to move. And that's where, like, your music kind of shines different, because you're telling people, like, good energy, do it better. Like, what makes you want to be like, you know what, I want to make positive music instead of, what's trendy or what's popping. Like, that's a conscious decision that you're making. Like, what makes you want to do that?
I think it has something something to do with like since I was a teenager or whatever, I always like tapped into like motivational speeches. Like I looked up to like mentors and stuff like that. On like whether it's like TED Talks, whether it's a book. I never could really read books like that. I got a whole stack of books I ain't even finished because, my attention span is like real short. So, I get the first 2 chapters and
I need something else. Like,
yeah, like, and I just bought 2 new books when I was in New York, like, and they ain't even opened them. So it's just like you know what I mean? Yeah. But like, it has something to do with like the things that I my mentors. It has to do with the people that I look up to, like motivational speeches and stuff like that. And I guess that kind of like intertwined with my consciousness and the way I project things and the way I put things out, because going back to when I was like really young, when I first started doing music, and I was still with certain crowds and stuff, I never like, I really never shied away from the whole fact of like, you could go back to my first couple of songs, Everybody Got a Dream, Success and Enemies, I Just Want to Win, Shoot My Shot. Like, that was the whole rap and hip hop thing that I was doing. And now continuing Good Energy, Do It Better, like, this is just my identity, like, gotcha. And I just gotta, like they say, stay true to yourself, be authentic, and that'll get you further than trying to be like
everybody else, some
industry plant, you know. So yeah.
Okay.
And I ain't no industry plant. Just to let y'all know, this all came from like I was out here doing DoorDash and Uber Eats when I wrote Good Energy. Right. In my car, just vibing to some beats and instrumentals, and I was having a tough day, and I was like, you know what do I really need right now? I need some good energy, positive, and it just. It kind of happened somewhere like that,
Yeah, because I can speak from a DJ's perspective. Like, I seen the groundwork get put in for this song. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to your mamager, you know what I'm saying? Miss Amanda. Like,
yes.
She's been on everybody. Like, yo, this record. Because I remember doing a toy drive back in Lauderhill. This was maybe like December 2022. We out there, me and CJ Hercules, we doing our thing. And she came up, said it was a record. I said, hey, if it's clean, I'll play it. She said, yeah, it's clean. It's positive. She gave me the whole, and I said, I played it. And I'm like, everybody kind of stopped and was like, this is different. You know what I'm saying? Because it was an Afrobeat record, but it wasn't like an Afrobeat record. It was something different. Like you said, you put your own spin on it. So I definitely don't think anybody would feel like you're an industry plant, but that's how people would try to box you in when they see you being successful. Like, it's easier for them to, he just doing that because you got to respect where somebody came from and the work they put in to get where they at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It was a long time until I got to this point, and I'm still not done. I'm still trying to build and surpass this level that I'm at. I'm not trying to get comfortable. I'm not, and at the same time, still pushing the record, still pushing the same message and the same, level of hunger and like dedication and grind, because like I'm just getting started. This like my first, and the new song I just put out, I'm getting good feedback. People saying, oh, he did it again. He got a great record. And the next one, I can't wait to put out. It's a good summer vibe. I know all the island girls gonna love it,
Yeah, I was just gonna ask, like, what can we expect from you for the rest of 2024? Like, what's on the timeline? Like, what do you see for the rest of the year for you?
I'm just pushing heavy, between these 3 songs that I got. Right now it's 2 songs that I'm pushing, but the next song gonna make it a whole 3, like a 3-peat, like a trio.
Okay.
Like a whole conglomerate of just summer vibes, Afrobeat vibes, positive vibes, and I'm born and raised in Chattanooga, Tennessee. I'm gonna keep repping that place. I'm never gonna say I'm from somewhere else. Like, people think I'm from Africa. People think I'm from like some place, you know. But nah, I just so happen to tap into a certain energy, and my voice, the way I project my voice, goes great on an Afrobeat vibe. Right. And I never try to like portray like I'm some, you know, Wiz Kid or Burna Boy. I just, you know, whatever
that's your vibe,
comes
like that's
natural.
your essence, yeah.
Like if you hear me coming on that microphone trying to be all like this, and then you know, what happened, man?
Yeah, well, that's not who we know, right?
That's a clone right there.
Yeah.